Hello everyone, welcome. Just a couple of days ago was February 3rd, and being that it's now 2022, this marks the 1 year mark since my very first upload to the channel. Now, in celebration of this special occasion, I'm now going to run through a list of my personal 5 favorite videos from the past year. Of course, everyone else is going to have their own personal favorites, but please don't feel free to post them down in the comment section below, as this video is rather unfortunately not a 1 year retrospective, but instead going to talk about something new on the channel. So do forgive me, for I will have to delay that amazing video's production in order to talk about our very first hater, Kyle Bruh. And I swear I'm not making this up at all. I wish I was. I just wish I was. So I woke up this morning quite early, somewhere around between 4:30 and 5 a.m. and I opened my iPad, or rather turned it on, to see 2 notifications from YouTube notifying me that a person by the name of Kyle Bruh had commented on some of my videos. I was like, okay, that's interesting. As soon as I read the comment, it wasn't the nicest thing ever written, and it reads as follows. Bro, you're famous in the South Cali area for being a weirdo and creep. Okay, I'd imagine for such a big and serious accusation, you know, being a weirdo and creep is not exactly something pleasant. It's not exactly a pleasant title to be holding. You tone down the lightheartedness a little bit out of respect for the said victims, of which, for the record, there were none. None of what he's saying is true, but let's just continue. There are also some comments that I discovered before recording this video that he had actually left on my first video on the channel, and they read as follows. Dude, you're such a weirdo and a dingus. Pause. I appreciate a diehard fan using the same language that I do in these videos. And he also said, bro, you're such a loser. I don't mean to be a grammar Nazi, but both times you use the wrong form of your. I mean, for fuck's sake, why is this something that people always mess up on? It's absolutely infuriating, but most of all, it's confusing. So basically, on every video, by the time I had checked through everything, and these comments were just recently left, like at the time I checked them. At the time I'm recording now, obviously, you could tell it's been quite a while since. It's about 3 p.m. I'm recording this, but he was basically plaguing, or they were rather, basically plaguing the comment section of every one of my videos, but none more so than my Coffee Crisp Candy Bar review video, where the comment section of that one video went from having just 2 comments to having 83. This dude actually took the time, really wasted his time, spamming the same or similar variation of his comments 81 times underneath my most recent video up to this point. Why he decided to do that, I don't know. If anything, he's helping me do my job, you know. I'm actually glad that he did that. Now, aside from their channel name and as well as their channel profile picture, I mean, based off of what they said in my comment section, I can only imagine that this channel name was deliberately chosen for this purpose. But aside from the profile picture and the name, there isn't really much info about this person. So let's just take a gander at their channel. So they got 13 subscribers, you know, good on them. I mean, you don't seem to have any content, but, you know, I get friends, family, people from your inner circle, they like to subscribe. Your profile picture, it looks like sort of like a sheep that you'd make in like fucking like 1st grade or kindergarten or something like that. Initially, it looked to me as if it was R2-D2 if he was built as a dog, as opposed to his normal like stand-in form like that, where his arms are supporting him from the behind. But you take a look at everything else on this channel, there's basically nothing. I mean, you could see he's subscribed to a shitload of YouTubers, you know. Some of those YouTubers I do happen to watch myself, you know. They'd be very disappointed to realize one of their fans is just going off on people. But we'll get into what could be happening with this account later on in the video. But one thing that does contain information is his about section, and he has a nice little description typed out here, so let's just take a look at it. Hi guys, this is Double I Gamer King, or Gamer King 27. This is my new account. I got hacked, and I defeated the Moon Lord on my Terraria. I pirated my Terraria, so it was free. My little sister helped me kill him. You pirated Terraria, and your little sister helped you defeat the Moon Lord on Terraria. Well, I can't get mad at that, you know? I mean, do your thing. I mean, you probably play Terraria better than you post hate comments. So that's just what I'm saying, you know? But back to the comments that this person was leaving on my channel. Now, there was a couple of variations aside from the ones that you just saw, right? Initially, I thought there was someone who's botting, you know, the account, because there's no way in hell someone would actually take the time to do this, but, you know, as I sort of dissected and inspected more into it, I just sort of came to the conclusion that, okay, this might be an actual person. Again, more on that later. Obviously, there was that one comment about accusing me of being famous in the South Cali area for being a weirdo and a creep. I can only imagine he means Southern California when he says that, so that's just what I'm assuming, okay? I hardly have a profile outside of YouTube. I have only, let's say, a little over a dozen subscribers on YouTube. I don't have that big of a profile, so I don't know how I'd be famous elsewhere, let alone a spot that I'm not even living at in the world. I mean, let's be honest there. There was also another variation in comment by this person, and I since deleted it, you know? It was quite prevalent on the Coffee Crisp video before I removed all the redundant comments on it. It was like, bro, you're such a loser and a creep. Stop messaging people on Roblox, because I guess, you know, he knows that I've played Roblox several times in the past. He was like, are you like 10 or something? Well, I know you're like 18, so you just get a job or something like that. And you're just like, I just find it weird how he had to ask if I was 10 years of age, you know, despite the fact that he sort of roughly knew what age I was. Don't know why he had to ask, or maybe he was just alluding to my mental age or my maturity level, but in which case, you know, I guess anyone who messages anyone on Roblox automatically now has the mental age of 10. What's going on with this fucking guy's head? Diving into some of the facts that they've expertly gathered from my channel, let's just list the three main ones, or rather the three only facts that this person probably knows about me. 1, I live somewhere in the Seattle area. Not exactly sure which city, you know, which part of the area. Despite me hinting at it multiple times throughout the history of my channel, it's like he still somehow had to guess it. Like, this guy is just so stupid. I guess that this person wanted to really sell the fact that they are an online citizen sleuth. But the second fact that he did, you know, mention was that I was roughly 18 years of age. Alright, and the third fact was that I was a user on Roblox. Now, initially when he brought up the thing about Roblox, I was kind of a bit on edge, because I was thinking, wait, does this person have a connection to me via Roblox, or do they have they seen my messages or something? I mean, not that there's anything inculpatory in those messages, nothing more than just boring casual chats, you know, talking to other people every now and then. But then I realized something, right? There's a commonality between these three facts that this person only knows about me, and thus makes me doubt their sleuthing abilities altogether. And that is this. They all are things that could be easily observed in several of my videos that I've posted on this channel. So this person wants to make it seem like there's some expert online sleuthing, information gathering genius, or genie, right? But you can only list 3 basic facts about me based off of some information that I vaguely alluded to in some videos. And may I also add, that one comment that mentioned me being like 18 and whatnot, you know, also had a threat at the end of it saying, don't make me dig up more info about you. I dare you to dig up more info about me. You only have 3 pieces of info on me. Like, I can hardly call your research the bare minimum for online sleuthing. It's just a piss poor job of just trying to make your efforts feel validated, you know? Is that, oh, don't make me dig up more info about me. Go ahead, I don't really have much info disclosed about me online anywhere, you know? I don't have a presence on any other platform but YouTube, so you're gonna have a very hard time looking. But if you want to look for information, please do. I'd love to see you get arrested, you know? Now, as I said before, the nature of these hate comments seemed very bot-like at first, but then I sort of started to become convinced that this was all done by a real person. Now, from what I've come up with, there could be 4 possible scenarios, which is why this is even occurring in the first place. The first scenario, and they all have to deal with, you know, some relativity to the legitimate owner of the account. One scenario is that the real owner is actually just this fucking stupid and decides to, for whatever unjust reason, leave a bunch of hate on the channel. And also slap some dislikes on my videos, you know. Which, may I add, there are now some dislikes on my videos, you know. So, got something new here. The second scenario may be that it does have something to do with this person's account being botted. Though I find this extremely unlikely, and I don't know how this would work. YouTube does have a big problem with comment bots. I've experienced it myself on occasion and had to manually remove those comments, you know, because they're so damn redundant to the subject of the video. The third option would be that based off of the person's about section on their YouTube page, is that they did indeed get hacked again, and now whoever has taken control of their account is using it to just say a bunch of stupid bullshit. The fourth scenario is basically scenario 3, but the legitimate owner of this account is actually complicit. So they know it's happening. They're just kind of sitting by, letting it happen as a bystander, not doing shit about it. You know, that very well could be happening. So those are my 4 theories as to what could be happening here. But there could be a myriad of other things that could be happening. But whoever this person is, it's obviously very clear that they're just a redundant asswipe with really nothing better to do, you know. It's kind of sad, you know. I pity them slightly. Although I actually will retract my calling them an asswipe, because that would be actually disrespectful to real asswipes whose sole purpose is to clean up a mess. Whereas this person reeks and breeds trash with every word that comes out of their mouth, or even with every word that they type. There's just no brain power behind it. You read it and you're like, oh, yeah, Einstein totally wrote this. I imagine this person's parents are not very happy with them, so in order to make them happy, they took to attacking a random small-time YouTube content creator for laughs and gags, you know. In all honesty, dude, or whoever the hell you are, I'm not sure. You could be that freaking sheep or that R2-D2 looking ass that was built like a dog. But whatever the case, right, I'm sure that there's other things out there that you could do to be making your parents happy that are far better than what you're doing right now. This is just not it, Chief. I also need to mention that I did actually respond to this person's comments. It was the same, bro, you're famous in the South, blah, 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 blah. It was under the Seattle Chinese Garden video. And I responded with, kind of ironic when you're the one coming onto my channel out of nowhere, making wild claims when you don't even know me. Okay, so just normal baseline response, you know, nothing serious there. And he responds with another laugh emoji saying, I don't lie. And when you lie to me, I do some bad stuff. Let me guess, you live in Seattle? Keep in mind that this was the comments section of a video where I was walking through the Seattle Chinese Garden. Imagine if I was walking through the Freedom Trail in Boston, Massachusetts, or somewhere in Portland, Oregon, or Denver, Colorado, or Vancouver, British Columbia. Some other city aside from Seattle. They would have guessed, or they would have thought, oh, you live in Denver, Colorado? That would have been totally like, hell yeah, man, you totally nailed it, you freaking dumbass. So then I replied with this. I was like, whoa, you're such a genius, man. Nice guessing. I'm sure you could be a psychic one day /s, which, if you don't know, is an indication of sarcasm. You put it at the end of a sentence if it's not already detected in the way it's written, or, you know, to the person who's reading it. And I said, and I pointed out the very obvious flaw in this person's logic. I'm saying also, you say I'm famous in South Cali, despite me not even living anywhere near there. You got some serious holes in your logic, man. This is a big claim, you know, and at the time, it wasn't as lighthearted in my head as it is now, you know, but you get the point. You know, we got a first hater. This situation is definitely still ongoing. I'll probably give it another day or two to see what happens. See if I get another response, but this could just be a one-off event, and the introduction of haters onto this space of ours. So I guess that's an accomplishment in and of itself. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I don't encourage you to just go in and rag on and shit on this person, you know. Only I'm allowed to do that, alright? But no, you know, it's all fun and games for now, at least. You know, hopefully this person doesn't expose my home address on here. You know, that would actually be quite troublesome. I hope you enjoy this sort of lighthearted video. The 1-year retrospective video is going to be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that, where I will, in fact, yes, be going down a list of my 5 personal favorite videos from the past year. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.